designs on it. So wait, are my snaps too long? You know, like when I speak, I just did one now that was 50 seconds, and this one is saying, why am I speaking for 50 seconds? So I should keep it to what? 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
That's fine. Even 50 seconds. Who wants to be listening to your listening for?
People want to listen to me for 50. Don't just listen to me for 50 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I go the tap next.
Actually, I was doing that on somebody's snap.
You see?
Okay. I'll keep my thing brief.
Now cut this one now.
Okay, let me cut this one. Bye bye. That's why it looks like just honestly. No, I don't want to get it because why are you arranging yourself?
Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. Hey, Wahala be like bicycle. Hey, my loves, welcome back, babies. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure your notification bell is steadily on while at it. And also do not forget to give Micious me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. So you guys, you all know why you get to see your faves together, eating together. Aside that some of them are friends, you get to see them together regardless. But you know what's up by now, okay? If you do not know, kindly ask your neighbor because I will not remind you that it is reunion o'clock. But first off, this is Anita Oka asking that what is going on. Fans said, we love it when you give us lengthy gist. My queen, don't mind your friend. It was Ben complaining on how Anita always prolong her words, her videos. You guys know how much I share them here, right? I share how she would speak. Some of them I just share only her video because she actually have a lot to spew. And then Ben is trying to call her to order and be like, baby girl, this is actually too much. People would get tired and get bored easily with that. Any which ways, all of that one aside, let's enter the real matter. Let's talk about Chizoba. First off, it is said that the Benzoba sheep is the only sheep standing right now. Benzoba is the only sheep still standing to the altar. That is actually the trend right now. For the other sheep, there are loads of G's for you guys. I'm sure you listen to the space Omo Iova Choco. Hey, Wahala be like bicycle. But even if you did not listen, you'll still get some hints at on this particular video. Just watch to the very end. But first off, let's talk about the call out on Chizoba. Okay, this person says Chizoba doesn't even have the strength to be Mercy. And then someone says, true though, but if it was my sister they are dragging like this, I will be Mercy by force. So, and then this person says, but she is never a social media person. And then she says, she is not giving me the energy I want. And then this other one replied and says, but that was how she was in the house now. Now, you guys, do you think if you were Chizoba, you would actually also be, coming out for your sister, doing the dragging, and all of that? Dropping some, side diss of the happenings? Let me know in the comment section. Now, talking about the sheep proper. Tonita shippers, how do you guys feel? Tonita shippers, how do you guys feel? So, Anita felt disrespected by the shippers, and guess what she did? She transferred back 2 million naira to the shippers. I say Wahala be like bicycle for real. And I remember vividly how the Tonita shippers were like, oh, how are we going to feel if we hear that the ship is no longer there? Did you listen to all the space I shared with you guys? Because in all of this space, everything was revealed there. The Tonita accepted that they are just cordial. There is no ship in there anymore. Yes. No quarrels, nothing. They did not let the viewers get to know about what transpired between the two of them. But right now, we should just take it in good faith that those sheep just happened. You guys gifted them and took them on vacation, and that was it. After enjoying all of those incentives that comes with being a shipper or being in a ship, then the sheep Otilo. The reason why I've always said authentic sheep or what or nothing. If it is not authentic sheep, I am not listening. That is the point you get. So Anita, as a big girl that she is, shippers were yapping, and then she'd be like, okay, send your account number 2 million straight to the Aza, so that everybody would just, firm their mouths. They would just close it. They need to zip it up. In as much as she's receiving the hype of being a big girl, been doing this, been doing that, I feel like she wouldn't have done it. Yes, it's actually pissed me off that she transferred that money to them. Why would you transfer the money to them? Did anybody force them to give you money? Did anybody tell them that you must do that? They did it willingly. Why are you giving them back? I felt like she's not supposed to give them back. And she was the only one who did. Tofa did not give back anything. Okay, oh, talking about Tofa, someone says Tofa was on Twitter space choosing Igbo pet's name for Anita and they want to forget him during the reunion. Bring the scammer out, let him answer some questions. And then Kimi says, when I was calling him out, they called me a hater of beautiful things. Big scammer that one. I am just waiting to hear what happened first. I get plenty cook to do this reunion. But funny enough, it may seem as though when it comes to the shippers, especially with the Soli and the Tonita, you're not going to be getting what you want. Like, you're not going to be hearing all of, oh, this one happened, that one happened, that is why we are not together. I do not think you'll be getting that. It was only the Zinwe who forehand, and then, according to what we heard or allegedly, everything went south. Okay, coming from Oma says, so I heard Suji's with his female fans, most especially his VVIPs. That was why Nelly broke up. One of his female fan confirmed it, and Nelly too is not innocent. So all those we are friends they claim at the reunion was for them not to open each other's backside. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, like I am speechless. And then a fan came out and says 500k for you if you can say the name of the female fan that confirmed it with evidence. You guys, this one choco. So they said the reason why they actually were forming, oh, we are still friends, nothing much, nothing more, nothing less. It is because of this and that. Wahala be like bicycle. Meanwhile, Nelly fans have been looking for her on the social space, and then she posted this picture of herself as she says, thanks so much guys for checking up on me. Yes, because people have been searching, looking for her, that she was so mute during this reunion. Nobody is hearing anything from her. She also posted this, a conversation with her mom. She says, not my mom crying this morning that she lost her dog. I honestly couldn't relate. I just asked Tega to call her and console her. Wahala be like bicycle Nelly. So you can't console your mom that just lost her dog. You know, whichever ways, if you have dog in the house and then anything happened to that dog, it's just like something happened to human being. That is how it feels like. Whichever ways, let's enter the next gist as it hot. All of this has been discussed on that space, very clear. But I am actually here to discuss it with you guys. It is about the Topher and the Suj friendship. What do you guys think about that? Topher and Suj, whom their friendship don't end, they try to settle them but both refuse. And on that space, they said the same thing. You know, now the question is, were these two really that close? That is the question. Because if you ask me, I feel like those two were really not that close. I feel Topher had closer people that he would have want to go to that show with. But maybe those people were not available and would not want to go. I also feel like Suj has closer people or closer friends that he would have want to go to that show with. But those persons, maybe they don't want to go. That's why they decided to choose themselves. They work in the same company, and then they decided to do this together. I think that was what happened. They were not really close friends and everything like that. So that's why these aces were shaky. We get to saw them in the house and we felt like, oh, these people have actually built a good relationship in a while. But we think that relationship has not been it. Because what we heard about these two is that jealousy set in. One person will go ahead to do what the other person decided to do. Like that, like that, like that. That is what we're hearing. And then if you actually pay attention on this show, you would know truly all of this drama with the aces started off from the house. Yes. Go down memory lane, you will understand vividly that all of this started off from the house. Jacob says Sam boy sold the narrative that Suj was going after all the babe he liked. See how he brought it up to Femi unprovoked. Don't sell a narrative that Suj went after all the babe he liked. Stop it. You know, there is this notion about Tofa wanted Nelly, Suj wanted Anita, but before you know it, Suj started going for Nelly. You know, that thing, that gist was actually flying. You know, it was also discussed on that space too. And then Jacob says, same Tofa that gossiped about Suj to how many people in that house. Nigga really confessed camera follows him whenever Suj wins attacks. How did he know that was the reason camera was following him? So people feel like when it comes to jealousy, Tofa should be the person they should talk about and not Suj, because Tofa was the only one who reads meaning so much to things. And for example, when they actually do tasks together, and before you know it, if Suj complains, Tofa feels left out. And how Tofa chose Sean to confide in when there is problem in his relationship instead of Suj, who is his pair. All of this is happening would tell you that truly there is nothing really that close about those two. It is just like contracts. Though I wasn't seeing them that way initially until I'd be like, okay, this is what it is. We just need to accept it. All of this lovey-dovey, forming like you were close and all of that, all of those things are rubbish. It wasn't so. So tell me, what do you think about the aces and how everything went sour with them? Like everything just transpired this way. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Sweet One says they got closer in that house, but please remember that they had only known each other a year and they were co-workers, not besties, not childhood friends, just people who met in an office. I don't know what kind of pedestal you all put them on, but give it a rest with the think pieces. Now the thing is, yeah, calling they just met each other in a year or whatever. Do you know some persons get to know each other in 3 months and they share this unique bond that people who has actually met or known each other in years cannot share? So I do not feel like the years is the problem, but I just feel like truly they are not that close. That is just the truth. They are really not that close, and that is why it is so easy for whatever that transpired between the two of them happened. And funny enough, they said they refused to settle their differences at the reunion. Is it that bad? Omo, in as much as we have heard a lot about this reunion, I still cannot wait to see it proper on the screen and see if truly these people decided not to settle their differences, because what's really happened? There is something more to this. If they decided not to, make peace, make amends, and then move on, because they are guys, for goodness sake, and then guys do not bear grudges like that. Like, come on, what is going on? Any which ways, guys, I'm dropping it here to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much for always selling with me. Please do not forget to like and share this video. Bye for now, babies.